Hi everyone. I was getting all kinds of stuff and I was told to come on. Anyway, there's a few things that I'm supposed to bring up. First, said it before, others said it. All this is getting old. And it all has to stop. One is the important thing. Now, I've been through a lot, so has everyone else. I mean, I understood since, I was born and everything, but, still learning. You learn every day, every second, and it doesn't matter what, where you're at on the journey or whatever. It's always best to learn and keep learning. As long as you learn from your mistakes or what you went through. And always be grateful, like, hey, I survived that, or I got out of that, or I accomplished this or that. You get what I mean? The only thing that I still don't understand is why is people so jealous and have so much hatred? Against, whoever. And refuses also to understand, spiritual laws and laws down here. People know the difference, truth and lies. What I don't get is if you know, and the difference between right and wrong. But nobody goes by that. No one. I'm not saying that. Let me scratch that. I'm not speaking to the ones who know. let's, like the ones, who think it's really funny because they don't like that person because they think that they're better than them, or whatever you think. People, one, shouldn't read minds anyway. So I don't understand why. And you think it's funny. And you don't understand that when you do stuff, that it's not going to come back to you. That's what I don't understand why. I'm bringing it up is that these people continue to try to ruin people. And restrict people for no reason. And the ones who know that are doing this, but they aren't involved, don't turn them in or say anything to the ones that's it's being done to, or whatever. Like getting people's kids taken away when it's done through jealousy or hatred, or I don't know, you're not having the bond that they're having with their kids, or whatever the reason is. What I don't have a problem with, but when someone knows that that's wrong, doesn't speak up. But, or I should say speaks up, I should say that. But no one speaks up when you know that these children are living with bad parents or abusive parents or whatever, and no one speaks up. It's always the good ones that are always having the problem. Or the good ones, their homes all of a sudden are being taken because of, maybe they're having a problem, and, as they, say, and I forgot how they say it, misery loves company. Oh, they're doing good, I'm doing bad. Well, let's make a problem for them. That's wrong. Completely wrong. And I said it in my other videos, doesn't matter, like apps or I don't know, whoever does the, the systems, to protect everything. I forget, right now I'm like, I got woken up. You need to, start putting your foot down and start protecting everybody. I'm hearing too many getting restricted for no reason. Like, I don't know. One of them was, they got restricted because their content wasn't 18 and over. So they got a violation. Well, I got a violation. And I couldn't do comments or whatever. I don't even know. But I don't know the reason. If there was a reason, well, I should know. But still didn't get an answer. I don't know who is doing that. But if it's these ones that are working all together and, the others, if you're friends with them or whatever relation you have, and you're not doing anything like they are, and you know who they're doing it to, it's wrong that no one speaks up. Now, all through my experience, everyone was always afraid to speak up or whatever it may been. Maybe you were shy or whatever. But even then, if you're shy, you tell somebody that has the big mouth, that's not doing anything wrong. You say, hey, can you do this for me? Whatever. It's always, people are always getting to other people's, business, always for the wrong reason. And through my experience, like I said, it's always the good ones that people try to, do stuff. And especially the elderly, talking them into getting things. And then threaten to take their homes away, whatever. That's wrong. People don't care about people anymore. They don't care that they're on the street or they have nowhere to go or whatever. That's wrong. I'm not saying that you don't do anything, for money or whatever, yeah, of course you need money. But like I said, it's always about money. No one really does anything for anybody today. And I'm not talking about the ones that do. I don't know why, like myself and others, they always have to explain, because no one, just to start something, say they're talking about me or whatever. You get what I mean. If it resonates, it resonates. I'm only here to help people and wake people up. Or whatever I'm doing. I just do what God told me to do. I mean, it's not only me, but, I only have God and everyone up in heaven that I actually talk to. I don't talk to anybody. And what I don't get is, everyone complains, oh, they don't have anyone, but I don't have anyone to, marry. I don't have anyone, or I can't find my true love, blah, blah, blah. I'm not talking about the older ones, that have problems with their ex-wives or husbands or whatever. It's not only, us, the older ones, it's the younger ones. Well, okay, first of all, you're young, and you need to know the difference of what you really want. And in order for you to know that, unless you plan it, when you're little, what you want and how you want it, you'll get that person. Unless God thinks that, okay, because He knows what you really want, you need to know that. He'll give you someone, you can be with that person for a while or whatever, and then all of a sudden they change or whatever. You need to know the difference. How you really want to be treated. But you need to know yourself to find that match. And there's other things, but, some will get it, some won't. You know what I mean. But they, like I said, they complain, oh, I didn't meet someone, this is for the divine also, ones who God chose. But there's also, a problem with, them, the divine. Um, you need to wake up too. And know the difference. I said this before, if you know you truly found that one, you can't continue to keep going back or falling for what they're trying to do. You need to protect your energy and ask God, put it in His hands to help you to unattach them to your energy. You need to protect yourself and always, have faith in God that, He's always there anyway. And your angels and your spiritual team. You need to be strong. And I'm talking about the ones that are going through, the ones that are being attacked by the magic, to keep the true divines apart. You can't keep going back. If you go back and you finally realize every time you go back, something always goes wrong, or there's a delay of something, or someone didn't pay you yet and you have to wait. But when you're away from them and you don't have that problem, but you keep going back. And you have problems. So, which one would you rather have? Like, truly. You need to fight. Whoever does magic, you need to fight it. And ask God to help. You have to have faith. And again, like I said in my other videos, I know there's different names or whatever for God. I don't know what all the names. Hopefully I'll learn it. But it's different in each culture or country, whatever. As long as it's in with good intentions and you're praying to, I'll just say heaven above, that's helping you. You have to have faith. You need to, protect and have faith in that. And you need to know, do what you're supposed to do. Now, I know that it takes time. When God says it's time, there's like a process, and especially through your journey, you know, it depends where you're at in that journey, or, well, when God says it is, it is. But that doesn't mean that you know, you don't do what you're supposed to do, and you know, you think that you have plenty of time, and you know, if you know you met or came across, or God gave you a vision of the person who you're supposed to be with or whatever, but you know, and you know that you're supposed to walk away from all this stuff, but you don't because you say, oh, I have plenty of time. Well, if you continue, then, you know, God's not going to wait. You know, I don't know what he'll do. I mean, obviously, it depends on where you're at in the journey, you know. He can send another one. But again, it's in God's timing, the universe's timing. But if you know, you know. I mean, I don't know what else to say, except, I mean, there's more that, you know, other than I mentioned. I mean, I'll probably mention it, you know, another time, but not right now. I just want to know, you know, if you know from right from wrong, and truth and lies, then I don't understand why nothing's been done. You know, everyone complains and blank. You know, that things keep repeating. Especially what our ancestors went through. I said this in my other video. Our ancestors, you know, solved it a long time ago. That's how we're here. But you need to change it. trying to think what that is. Okay. Our ancestors want us to change it to make it better. And so far, I'm still seeing repeats. And with some, I don't know how many people, especially the ones that already took care of their karma or whatever they had to go through. But people, again, I said this in my other videos. I said it before I even started this platform or channel, whatever it's called. People think that they know magic, think it's funny, but they keep forgetting what they do to people. It goes back to them, but worse. And they ruin from starting from them, their bloodline, if they're married, their bloodline, whoever they get involved, their bloodline, etc., etc. And how it is being popular now is because when people, watch these movies that have magic in it and all that, I said it in my other video. It's fine and dandy, to watch that stuff. It's great, But it also should have a warning at somewhere the beginning of the movie or something like that. Do not attempt to do. Something like that. Whatever. I mean, it's not only that, because they seen that their parents or heard about it, that somebody did it in the family or whatever. But no one explains what will happen. Or do research to find out. But like I said, I never heard of any of all this. None. But I learned as I went along. Especially when there was no internet for me to learn, look things up, to learn about it. And heard, one of my ancestors, how it started because they spoke to someone. Well, all you have to do is this, And how it started with me, when I was little, because I remember now. Someone was jealous of someone. I'm not going to say who. They knew who. because I know their kids know I'm on here, and they're involved too, and I know it because all of it's going to come out. I remember someone saying something. I got in between and I said something. And now I'm remembering it right after that. I think I was 3, maybe, or 2. I don't know. Can't remember. I know it started when I was born, but after that, I couldn't remember anything. I mean, I'm being shown the person who I went up to and said, "What are you doing? You shouldn't do that," or whatever. And I was told with the hand over my mouth, "Be quiet. We didn't do anything. It was just misunderstanding. You just got in the middle." Mm-hmm. Right. It's called stupidity. Because you grew up with someone that was doing black magic. But that person was, oh, good as gold, whatever. I will continue, but I won't. You're supposed to make good memories, not a bunch of lies where people, get angry at each other and keep, siblings or, if parents get divorced or whatever, keep people apart, whatever, how. I always say you break bread with each other. And I'm not talking about money, because I know bread means money. It also means a lot more. Back then, even when I was a kid too, and with our ancestors, you were able to leave kids outside. All the neighbors were nice, they were all out. They took care of other people's kids. Today, no. In some places, you can't even let your kid outside because of, whatever is going on. And all that needs to stop. And from what I'm told, it is. It's going to stop. Everyone's going down. And I said that. Not only with my situation, because in my last video, 3, 2, 1, caught. Time's up. And all these thunderstorms. You know, I used to say, when people were afraid of thunderstorms or whatever, I always said, oh, that's God and the angels bowling. But technically, it's them really angry now. And now they're showing it, you know, with the universe. Now the ones who do the magic and everything, who try to ruin good people, they complain. And it's not fair. It's not this. It's not that. Whatever. But when you think that it's working on all them because, you know, at that time, maybe, you know, they were going through something or whatever, and something happened, and all of you think that it actually worked, you didn't care. You laughed. You got whatever, stole or whatever. Lived the, you know, the limelight or whatever it's called. Like I said, everybody goes through everything the same. Almost the same. It depends. You know. And like I said in my other video, all the ones that, you know, did what you did and still doing, because not that long ago, there it comes again. Still bringing the spirits, thinking that it's gonna get me. Want to know what I'm doing? It's none of your business. If I wanted to have my business out there, I would put it out. You know. But like I said, I'm done repeating. And all the ones that use no in these companies that use no, that can do all what you've done, they're also going down. you know, again, I had to save my home. Again. These aren't bringing me down. One, I'm not a quitter. I never was. Even when I was down. Even when, you know, I dislocated my knee twice. I'm still working on it, you know, the second time, because that was even worse. You're not bringing me down. And the ones who changed my license, my ID, you're going down too. And the ones that weren't involved and knows about it, who did it, and didn't say anything, I don't know, that's up to God. I even gave you time to change it back. But that's okay, because God's going to do that. No one's going to prevent me to provide for my family, especially my kids. And all of them are highly protected. And I'm going to tell you now, if you have any idea, I take after my father. But I'm also nicer. Not that he wasn't. Again, you don't know who I know. And you're not going to. So, instead of everyone biatching and complaining and whatever, oh, there's no peace, or whatever, you know, there's always this, there's always that. Again, it starts with everyone. 1, speak up. 2, help change it. I mean, yeah, there's always, you know, arguments or whatever, but not like it is today. That has to change. And since everyone loves challenges, why? Don't know. Especially the stupid ones that can actually, you can get hurt. But this is a challenge. So that's the only way people can listen. The challenge is starting right now. To help make it better. And speaking up that these people need to be brought down. Especially the ones that intentionally harm people. In many ways. Attempted murder. I don't know how many times I got saved with that. In my dream. I've seen all of it. I mean, I got confirmation about what I saw, but never brought it up. All these people getting together, sleeping with everybody, and going back to, the one that don't belong to you. This way you can attach all the energies to keep them apart of the one that they are supposed to be with. Yeah, I've seen it all. I also seen what's going to happen too. What God has planned. I'm not going to say anything. Some of you, it already started. But it's just the beginning. So your challenge is to start making it better. And all these systems, or whatever, how you say it, like, I don't know, apps and computers, or, need to be more protected. And, like I said, keep an eye on whoever works for you. Because whoever doesn't have faith or believes in God or Jesus, you're going to know real soon. I mean, there's storms and everything, with the universe and God. That's the start of it. But anyway, I've been on here long enough. Yep. 12/12. On the whatever that is. But here's morning, and I pray for all of you. So again, the challenge is to help make it better. And start putting the ones, away to bring them down, who is doing wrong. That's all I can say. And for all the DMs and DFs, stay in there. It's going to be okay. Just stay strong and do what you're supposed to do. And again, it depends on where you are in your journey. Just keep on doing the work that you're supposed to be where you're supposed to be, and with who. But anyway, I have a lot to do. So I'll end it here. Ciao.